Before you clicked apply, the decision was already made. Not by a person. Not after reviewing your information. But long before you ever showed up. This is the story of how outcomes are decided upstream, quietly, automatically, and without explanation. It starts with a moment most people recognize. You apply for a job. A loan. Housing. A visa. An account. Everything looks normal. Then, nothing. No rejection letter. No feedback. No second step. Just silence. What most people never realize is that the silence isn't uncertainty. It's confirmation. Because many systems no longer evaluate applications when they arrive. They pre-filter them. The real decision happens before the application is even submitted. Here's how. Modern systems don't wait to learn who you are. They already have a model of you. Built from data you didn't submit with the application. Your history. Your patterns. Your predictability. Your similarity to others. By the time you click apply, the system isn't asking, should we approve this person? It's asking, do they match the profile we already decided to accept? If the answer is no, the application doesn't fail. It never truly enters the process. That's the shift most people missed. Rejection used to be a decision. Now it's a filter. And filters don't explain themselves. They don't deliberate. They don't reconsider. They quietly remove options. These systems exist everywhere. Hiring platforms rank candidates before a recruiter sees them. Loan systems pre-score applicants before review. Housing applications are sorted by risk and desirability. Travel and access systems decide who deserves extra scrutiny. Humans still appear in the process. But they're often only shown what passed the filter. They don't see who was excluded. They don't know who never made it through. Because the system already decided those cases weren't worth attention. And that decision wasn't personal. It was statistical. The system compares you to patterns. People like you. Outcomes like yours. Histories that look familiar. If too many correlations line up the wrong way, the outcome is set. No conversation required. The unsettling part is what counts as a signal. Not just qualifications. Not just credit. Not just experience. But stability. Consistency. Predictability. A gap in employment. A move that doesn't fit your past. An unusual change in behavior. An association that shifts your profile. None of these are wrong. But they're different. And difference is expensive for systems built to minimize risk. So difference gets filtered out. Not with a rejection. With absence. Here's the feedback loop that makes this worse. When you're filtered out, you don't get opportunities. Without opportunities, your profile stagnates. A stagnant profile reinforces the model's prediction. The system sees its decision validated. Not because it was fair. But because it shaped the outcome. This is how filters stop reflecting reality and start creating it. And here's the part that makes appeal nearly impossible. You can't challenge a decision you never see. You don't know what disqualified you. You don't know which system mattered most. You don't know what data was used. Because the decision didn't happen at the end. It happened before you arrived. Most of these systems weren't designed to be cruel. They were designed to scale. Too many applications. Too many decisions. Too much risk. Filtering made everything manageable. But in doing so, it quietly moved power. From judgment to prediction. From evaluation to exclusion. From people to processes. And once filters exist, they spread. Because every system wants efficiency. Every organization wants fewer risks. Every decision maker wants fewer edge cases. So the bar rises. The profile narrows. And the number of people who never get considered grows. What makes this dangerous isn't that systems make mistakes. It's that they make them silently. No feedback means no correction. No explanation means no learning. And no visibility means no accountability. From the outside, it feels like randomness. Bad luck. Timing. Competition. But inside the system, it's anything but random. It's consistent. Predictable. Automated. The decision wasn't delayed. It was finalized early. And this is why people increasingly feel locked out. Not rejected, but excluded. Not denied, but unseen. Because the system didn't judge them. It decided they weren't worth judging. That's the quiet power of predecision. It doesn't say no. It removes the chance to hear yes. So when people ask why things feel harder now, why doors don't open, why applications vanish, the answer isn't always competition. Sometimes, the decision was made before you applied. And no one was required to tell you. If you want the next American Hack file, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, should systems be allowed to decide outcomes before a person is even considered? Or should every application deserve a human decision at the end?